Very exciting day, heading off to Strathdale, which is in our diocese, to speak at some schools, and then to visit some prisoners, and then off to Adelaide to give a concert and speak to more schools there. And then back in time for the weekend masses in the parish. One of the things I pray before a trip like this is always, Holy Spirit, if you don't go with me, then I don't want to leave this place. You see, all that I do, all the mission work that I do, the evangelization, even as a stronger team that you might meet soon, we do this only because the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. We have no credibility in ourselves, but the power of the Spirit within us allows us to overcome our fear and boldly proclaim the message of Jesus. So we're here in Natalia enjoying ourselves, and these guys just want to say hello. The apostles had just experienced Jesus being arrested and killed, and they were terrified. Then they see him risen from the dead and they're excited. But then Jesus is taken away from them. They're in this upper room with Mary, scared, frightened, and wanting to do good, but absolutely terrified. Then all of a sudden, the Holy Spirit is sent upon them, and like tongues of fire, they receive the Spirit of God, the third person of the Trinity, comes and impacts their life in a way that not only changes them, but changes the world. That is what Pentecost is about. Pentecost is about receiving the fire of the Spirit of God so that we can live out the gospel and be witnesses to the ends of the earth.
That's gross. It's on your phone.
Hugh, what is gross?
Your face.
You got mold on my phone.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
There was a moldy mandarin and I threw it on her phone.
I don't eat.
What did I do wrong? The Holy Spirit gave them a sense of comfort knowing that they are not alone, even though they felt alone and isolated. It's also, Danny, you're going the wrong way. Now left.
You said right.
Yeah, sorry, left. Then also the Holy Spirit was there to give them the gifts they needed to carry out the gospel, the message of Christ's love.
Road trip. We received the same gifts in confirmation.
Okay, do you know what the gifts of the Spirit are? Wisdom?
Understanding, counsel, knowledge, fortitude, piety, and awe, wonder and awe.
It's amazing.
Is that right? Is that right? Yes!
Put me to shame!
You shouldn't leave your camera lying around because people can film things with it.
Spent 2 hours in the car heading to the airport now. Stopped on the way after the outreach to visit a friend of mine who's in prison. All in a good day's work. Now a bit of a flight and to a hotel and repeat again in Adelaide. Once we have the gifts of the Spirit, we can bring about what we call the fruit of God's Spirit into this world. We can bring about love, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. I hope I didn't leave any of them out, but this is, as we receive these gifts, we can bring love to other people, we can bring joy to other people. It's not about what we feel, but what we bring into this world. Just finished an awesome meeting with some youth leaders from around Adelaide. So exciting and so amazed at what God is doing right here in Adelaide. The church celebrates Pentecost 50 days after Easter Sunday. It's a celebration, what we call the birthday of the church, because it is on this day that the Holy Spirit was sent upon the apostles, and there they became quickened, they became alive.
Oh, it's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
So who is the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit is the third person of the Trinity. He is as much God as the Father and the Son. The Holy Spirit is a companion who walks with you and empowers you to live like Jesus. Concert is done, now ready to rest and prepare for tomorrow, another whole day of workshops. This is fun, I love doing this, but man, I need to sleep. Day 2 in Adelaide, giving workshops, concert, and then back home. So when you find it impossible to live out as Christ asked us to live out, then ask for the Holy Spirit, ask for His strength. This is what this Feast of Pentecost is about, a reminder that we have a comforter, an advocate, someone who can walk with us, can be part of our lives and help us to live out as we're expected to live out, and live out the promises that Christ has prepared for us. So this Pentecost, invite the Holy Spirit. Remember that you are not alone. Remember that you have the gifts and that you are empowered to live as Christ's disciples in this world.